Welcome to 4th class English. Good morning, children. This is R. Sujna, your English teacher. How are you all? I am fine. Okay. Today we are going to learn new things. In last class we completed Major Dhyan Chand lesson. Today we will do the activities work related to that lesson called Major Dhyan Chand. All of you pick up your textbook and get ready with your pencil and eraser. Okay? Okay, ma. Pick up your English textbook and go to page number 21. Okay? Here they have given one activity. Look at the pictures and circle the appropriate word. In last class we discussed about singular and plural forms. Okay? Now we will do this activity. They have given some pictures. You have to see the picture and you have to tell whether it is in singular form or plural form. You have to circle the appropriate word. Okay? See, first one, goose, geese. Okay, how many birds are there? Only one bird, na? Only one goose is there. So all of you circle the word goose. Okay, see the second picture. How many persons are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So is it a man or men? You should say men because there are 5 gents standing. Okay, let's see the third picture. Foot, feet. Foot, feet. Here you can see, you should not say foot. You have to pick up feet. Okay, next. Tooth, teeth. Only one tooth is there. So circle the word tooth. See the fifth picture. Woman and women. How many ladies are there? Only one lady, na? So woman. Woman. All of you circle the word woman. Okay. See the next picture. What is this one? Have you got it? Have you ever seen this picture? Yes. This is the picture of lice. Lice are, where do you find them? Normally, lice are, you can see the lice on girls' hair. Okay, so you should keep your head neatly. Hair. You should take head bath and you should apply oil to your hair and you neatly comb off your hair. Otherwise there is a possibility of lice coming into your hair and they will scratch your head. So here a singular form is louse and plural form is lice. Here don't confuse with the word lies, means abaddalu, that is lies. Here lice, lies. Okay, see, foot, feet. How many foot are there here? Only one foot, na? So circle the word foot. Next one, man, men. How many gents are there? Only one man. So circle the word man. Next, tooth, teeth. Here you have to circle the word teeth. Again, louse, lice. So here you have to circle louse. Next, woman, women. You have to circle women. Goose, geese. Here 2 geese are there. So you have to circle the word geese. I hope you got the singular and plural forms. Once again I repeat. Goose, geese. Man, men. Foot, feet, tooth, teeth, woman, women, louse, lies, mouse, mice. Okay, go to next page. They have given an activity. Fill in the blanks with the plural words of the singular words given in the brackets. Okay, just now we learned singular and plural forms now. Using that you have to complete this exercise. I brush my dash in the morning. In brackets they have given tooth. What is the plural form of tooth? Teeth. So write teeth. Here I have used red sketch. Okay, next, cats like to chase dash mouse. What is the plural form of mouse? Mice. My brother is 6 dash foot 3 inches tall. What is the plural form of foot? Feet. So answer is feet. We saw a flock of geese in the lake. So flock means group of birds. So here goose. What is the plural form of goose? Geese. So you have to write geese. You have to learn the spellings of all these things, otherwise you will not be able to write in the exam. So learn the singular and plural words properly. Once again, tooth, teeth, mouse, mice, foot, feet, goose, geese. Okay, I hope you understand it well. Let's see the next activity 5, what they have given. Okay, find and circle the names at least 6 of the games and sports in the box. Write them in the space given. Okay, here they have given given the names of different games and sports. We have to identify it from the grid. All of you see this. I have circled kabaddi, cricket, hockey, football, tennis, volleyball and chess. Okay, all of you do this activity, and I have written the names over here: tennis, football, hockey, volleyball, kabaddi, cricket and chess. Okay, so all of you learn the spellings of the names of various games and sports. Okay, let's move on to the next activity called grammar. Okay, all of you listen carefully. Read the following statements. Focus on the words underlined. Okay, first sentence: Major Dhyan Chand was a famous hockey player. He was a soldier in the Indian Army. Okay, what they have done, they underline the word he. See the second sentence: the German players were ready to play with the Indian team. They were the hosts of the Olympics and they were sure of their victory. Here they underline the words they. Okay, so in the first sentence the word he is used in the place of Major Dhyan Chand. In sentence 2 the word they refers to the German players. Such words are called pronouns. Okay, so instead of using the name again and again, we can make use of pronouns. I'll tell you one example. Suppose Shashank is my son. Shashank is studying 5th standard. Shashank is studying in Hope English Medium School. Shashank plays chess. Okay, why to mention Shashank's name this many number of times? We can make use of pronoun here. See how. Okay, Shashank is my son. He is studying in Hope English Medium School. He is studying 5th standard. He plays chess. So instead of here he refers to Shashank. So instead of using the name many times here, we can make use of pronoun. That means a pronoun is a word that is used instead of a noun or a noun phrase called a pronoun. Okay. Example, Rani is a girl. She is a good girl. So who is good girl here? Rani. So she refers to Rani. Next example, Shyam is playing football. He is playing football. So who is playing football here? Shyam. So he refers to Shyam. Okay. Kamala, Vimala and Anu are students. They are students. So, okay. So here they refer to Kamala, Vimala and Anu. Okay. If we don't have pronoun na, what could be the statement here? Kamala, Vimala and Anu are students. Kamala, Vimala and Anu are students. So how many times we say their name? Instead of using the noun many times, we can make use of the pronoun. That is the advantage of having pronouns. Okay. So all of you should learn the pronouns. So he, she, it, they refer to pronouns. Ganesh and I went to the movie. So who went to the movie? Ganesh and I. So we can simply say like we went to the movie. So here we is the pronoun. Okay. So you can see the balloons. Okay. You can see the balloons picture here. He, she, I, it, they, you. They are all called pronouns. Okay. Remember. Let's move on to the next page, page number 24, activity 6. Circle the pronoun in the given box. Okay. First box, she, Lata, Geeta. Now tell me, what is the pronoun here? She. Lata and Geeta, these two are names of two persons and they are nouns, and coming to she is a pronoun. Okay. See the second box, bat, it, ball. Bat, ball, those two are things, means they are nouns, but it is a pronoun. Next box, Ramu, Rakesh, he. So he is the pronoun here. I have circled with green sketch, you might have noticed it. Next one, they, people, players. What is the pronoun here? They. Okay. So what is a pronoun? One more time. A pronoun is a, tell me, what is a pronoun? A pronoun is a word that is used instead of a noun or a noun phrase. Is called a pronoun. I, we, they, he, she, it and you are called pronouns. Okay, ma. All of you see the next activity, activity 7. Rewrite the sentences by changing the underlined words with suitable pronouns. Okay, what kind of pronouns they have given? See, he, it, we, she, they. Okay, they have given the pronouns. Okay, see the first one, the butterfly was pretty. So who is pretty here? The butterfly. So they have underlined the word the butterfly. The butterfly is a name here, noun. So we have to use pronoun. So what should we write? It was pretty. Okay, that could be the answer. Next, Raju and Ravi are friends. Raju and Ravi are friends. They have underlined Raju and Ravi. Instead of using Raju and Ravi, you can use the personal pronoun they. They are friends. Okay. Next, the giraffe is tall. What should be the pronoun here? It is tall. Next, the fireman put out the fire. So you can write, he put out the fire. Jyoti is a nurse. Jyoti is the name of a girl. So what should be the pronoun, he or she? You should write she. She is a nurse. Raju and I went to the park. Raju and I, here two persons. So Raju and I went to the park. Instead of that, we can write we went to the park. Okay? Hope you have understood it. Okay? Here is a description of an event at the annual school day celebrations written by a student. Go through it carefully. Actually, this is the creative writing part. This is very important. It helps you a lot. So cultivate the habit of writing in simple sentences. Okay. Here a school is celebrating annual day celebrations. So a student had written something about their celebrations. Let's see what the boy had written. The annual day of our school was celebrated on second Friday of February. We decorated our school with flowers and balloons. We participated in games and cultural activities. Prizes were distributed to the participants and winners. The school committee chairman was the chief guest for the function. Normally we have to write like this about annual day. Normally what happens on annual day, so annual day we decorate our school with flowers and balloons, right? And we conduct different kinds of games and cultural activities. So the winners and participants of the programs, they should be they will be given prizes, and for any function there should be definitely a chief guest will be there. For our school also we invite different guests, different people for chief guest for the function. So let's do the activity. Okay, let's see what is this activity here. Now describe the annual sports day using the following clues. Okay, here in the above section we talked about annual day celebrations, means anniversary celebrations, but here what they have given, annual sports day. Last year we conducted annual sports day, right? So we have got so many, our students got many prizes, and we enjoyed our sports day. So here what they have given, they have given some clues. Using those clues you have to write about the annual sports day in simple sentences. Let's see what kind of clues they have given. Third Saturday of December, conducted games, participants, winners, sub-inspector of police, mementos. That's it. They have given only 1 2 3 4 5 6 clues only, na? So using those 6 clues you have to write about annual sports day. Let's see what we have to write. So when it happened, third Saturday of December. So you use the first clue. The annual sports day of our school was celebrated on the third Saturday of December. Okay. Second clue, conducted games. They conducted many games. Okay. Next, participants, winners. So prizes were distributed to participants and winners. So sub-inspector of police. Why is SI of police came as a clue here? Because SI of police is the chief guest of that function. So the sub-inspector of police was the chief guest for the function. Mementos. Mementos were distributed to the winners of games by him. Okay, this is one method of creative writing. In question paper na, they directly ask you like write about your annual sports day. In that case you have to write on your own. And as in the second method they give you some clues, so using those clues you can write that part. Okay, so cultivate the habit of writing. Okay, next, listening and responding. Listen to your teacher and respond. One morning, Ramu was going to school on a bicycle. Suddenly, he fell down from the bicycle. He was injured. Ishwar saw him on the way. He felt sorry for Ramu. Okay, what they have given, one boy, his name is Ramu, and he is going to school on a cycle. Suddenly, he fell down from the cycle and he was injured. And Ishwar, another boy, he saw him and he felt sorry for Ramu. So normally when our friends fell down, will we laugh? No, we should not ma. So we should feel sorry for them because they fell down and they got injured. So when they are sad, how would we feel happiness? So we should not laugh at them. We should show some kind of sympathy towards them and we should comfort them. We express our sympathy when somebody loses something or gets injured. We use the expressions like I feel sorry. What you should say? I feel sorry. Like suppose if somebody loses any their belongings, we should feel sorry for them. If somebody gets injured in an accident, we should feel sorry for them. If somebody dies, so we should comfort their family members. Okay, these are the situations and you have to behave accordingly. When there is a situation like joke or comedy, you can laugh, but in these kind of situations we should not laugh. You should feel sad, we should feel sorry for the others. Okay, okay, all of you go to page number 26. Okay, read the following conversation in which Vani expresses her sympathy for his friend John. Role play it. Okay ma, all of you. Activity 9. You can see one boy and one girl in this picture. This boy's name is John and the girl's name is Vani. Okay, let's see what Vani is saying. Vani: hi John, what are you doing here? John: I am searching for my lost notebook. Vani: oh sorry, where did you keep it? John: at my seat in the classroom. Vani: how does it look like? It's a new one with a red cover on it. Vani: don't worry, let's find. John: thank you Vani. Okay, have you got the situation? John and Vani are friends and John lost his notebook and Vani is feeling sorry for it and she is inquiring where he lost the book. He said he lost the book at his seat in the classroom. So and it's a new one with the red cover on it. So what Vani said, she did not laugh at him. She said, okay yaar, you don't worry, we will find out, we will search together. Then John said, thank you Vani. So in this way we have, our behavior will be like we have to prepare, we have to behave like Vani. Okay, here the main concept is role play. So all of you do one thing. If you have a brother or sister at home na, so do this role play with them. You act like Vani and tell your brother or sister to act like John and do the role play. Okay ma? So I hope you understand all these concepts. Okay, so that's all for today. I'll come back with a new one. Okay, all of you go through all these things. Okay, take care, bye.